the NFL on EA Sports. And we'll see the Broncos, leader at quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Broncos and the Bills, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL. All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end, and the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games, and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
Back to the air once more on second down. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. Now, faking the give. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up fourth down. The Bills bringing on the punt team. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. Here comes the Denver offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
When you take a quick look at the box score, you'd think, okay, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. They clearly won the game, but it wasn't the case. And what that tells me is they're just not getting enough contribution from the entire team. He had a really nice day. Some things that he still needs to clean up, but can they get better balance on the offensive side of the ball? And then, frankly, they need to make more plays on defense and get more contribution out of the special teams. This can't just be a team that puts all the pressure on the quarterback position and says, hey, go out every week. And
the pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Well, Mike, the other day we heard how the offensive coordinator wanted to start fast offensively, but here so far, it's been the pass rush and the defense who's gotten out to the quick start.
Throwing now on third and long. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker. And the Broncos bring out their punter. They'll kick it away. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Bills offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick from the April draft. And they will finally track him down inside the 40-yard line.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment defense. Still 1st down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down. Back to throw. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hacks to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Bills. It's his 2nd touchdown of the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And it'll be a short pickup that's not enough for the 1st down. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Here's a first carry for their running back. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that 1st down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to
Neutral
jump?
zone infraction, defense. Still 1st down.
Slot man in motion left. Now they'll set up to throw. That one knocked away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. They send him right out of the slot. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So the Broncos will turn things over to the field goal unit. That one is good. And the Broncos are on the board. It's 7-3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete, but a flag down in the backfield. That's the area we usually see holding. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's high. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 7-3 is our score. Greg and I back in Denver in just a moment. Here's a 2nd and 12. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Quick throw taken in. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Putting the tight end in motion. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. Slot receiver headed right. They'll look to throw again. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. They motion the slot man left. Back to the air one more time. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they'll take this down inside the 35. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just...
Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. It's picked up by one of his teammates.
Pretty fortunate right there, Mike. If that ball bounces just a different direction, that could easily be a turnover or even points the other direction.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And the lead holds steady at 4.
And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Quick throw here is complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Looking middle of the field, it's complete, and he'll be taken down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. Walker brought in motion. They'll try zone read on 1st and goal to the 5-yard line.
I don't mind the call. Down here this close to the goal line, you're trying to account for the extra defenders. In this case, you're trying to read them, but give credit to the defense. They had the running back accounted for and the quarterback.
He'll get a couple, mark him down at the 3. They'll use 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and goal. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Denver. Now the try here for the point after. He's got it. The Broncos are on top. It's now 10-7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Bills offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides. This drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing over the middle, this one is complete. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. 2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. Greg and I return to Denver after this. Here's a 3rd down and 4. And that is incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. He's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line. The Broncos offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To the right side here, pass is caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. Quick throw out wide. It's caught.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Denver 1st down.
And this is why most teams, Mike, decide to take the ball first after the halftime break, because they want to be able to control this middle 4. At the end of the first half, you can use your timeouts. You can use some strategy to steal an extra possession. If they're able now to go down and come away with points, they'll have a chance to double it up again right after the halftime break.
This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, this looks like a design run, and he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. Trying to get away, but he will not. They finally run him down.
We've seen a trend throughout the league, Mike, where teams really like to throw the ball on 3rd and short because of their willingness to go for it on 4th down. Now, in this case, it backfires. You can't take that sack. Even if that ball falls incomplete, keep it 4th and 1. A lot more options on the table from a play caller standpoint.
On comes the punter now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And no return on this one. Fair catch signaled for and taken. The Bills offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. He'll keep it on the ground here again. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. Back to throw. Throwing right. It's taken in. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Bills first down. They'll look to throw. The ball comes out. But he'll gather it back in. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, where you see the final score there. The Raiders, with a hard-fought victory there, is their 6th on the campaign. From there, we head east to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. J.J. McCarthy with a couple of touchdown passes there. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. The Jags continue to keep one eye on that race for a first-round bye as they improve their mark to 9-2. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams.
3
this
points.
Is a very level first
separates
half,
these
and I'd
two
expect
sides
to see more of the same
half number 2
after the break.
Kicks off. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Well, any fear they might have had that they'd come out of the halftime break flat has completely gone out the window. They're not content, Mike, here, just having the lead. They're looking to extend it. A couple more plays like that, they're going to find themselves in scoring territory here very quickly.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He throws right side down the field, and it is brought in. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with it. Now they'll set up to throw. A pass right side going to be taken in by Walker.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He's trying to get around the corner, but he can't. He's going to be run down behind the line. Here now, 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
They'll look to throw yet again. And he's in. Touchdown, Broncos. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through. And the Broncos will get out in front 17-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bills offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's going to air this one out. Oh, big hole left side. And they're not going to catch up to him. He will score. 73 yards. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
The kick is good. Makes the score Broncos 17, Bills 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. The drive will start on the ground, and he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the 1st down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide. 6 catches for him in the ball game now, and this one's good for a 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Bills have got it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Slot man in motion right. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. is going to be incomplete, and it's great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Bills bringing on their punting unit. Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they'll try to keep it going. He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. 2nd and a yard.
Second and a yard at the 34-yard line.
There's that man again. Another catch. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Broncos.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Trying to set up the screen, but he just had to spike that one. This will be incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. And that is incomplete.
Really nice job here by the defender. I mean, how often, Mike, do we see on these long downfield passes the defender kind of lose the ball in the air and get himself out of position? Well, that wasn't the case here. Really well done. And if I'm this quarterback, after these back-to-back incompletions, I'm going to find myself a little rhythm and take some easier throws. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. The deficit, 6 points. A touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. They send him right out of the slot. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A handoff as they try to run it here. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try to hit him with a screen. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of play. First and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. Second and 7. Now a give up the middle. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. Quick throw, taken in, and he's going to have the first down. They convert on third, and it sets up a first and goal. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Encroachment, defense. Still first down.
So now, from half the distance closer, here's first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back, but not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss. And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats, and that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
So here we go. Could be the play that ends up deciding this one. 4th down and goal. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The game-tying touchdown here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to take the lead with the point after.
Mike, the sideline's going crazy with that late score, but they still need this extra point to take the lead here and see if they can hang on to this 4th quarter lead.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. They'll begin here on the ground. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate. Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now a give on the ground. He'll take this for a couple, but the official signal, he has enough. 1st down. Back to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. His 8th reception of the game, and good for a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
They'll look to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 17-yard line.
Quick hitting slant there. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Here is 2nd and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. That one taken in. Touchdown, Denver. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
So now a big play here for the Broncos. They're going to line up and go for 2.
The Broncos will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Here's a design run. And he's going to get stopped in the backfield. They'll take him down at the 3-yard line.
This is why film study is so important, Mike. It feels to me like the defense recognized that formation from during the week in practice. They knew exactly what was coming, and what's a critical play on that 2-point try? Defense is able to get a stop.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This taken at the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, here's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down. throw here, right side, falls incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. And when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. After that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. He'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. You've got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The home team's offense and their big play wide out getting set for their next possession. We'll have a short field looking to build on the lead. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's a handoff. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. They'll stick with him again. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here we go. One final play. He's going to take a shot down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So mile-high salutes all around. It's a win for the Broncos. And with an open date on the schedule next week, they'll be able to savor this one for a while. Rest up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners. As we say, so long from Denver.